Okay. Apparently I need to apologize to y'all. For some reason, this video did not publish last night. So, trying it again tonight. This puts me a day behind on my schedule. The real video is behind this. Howdy, gang. Kevin here. I'm doing an Intergalactic. This is from, I want to say it right, Blackworks Studio. Never had one of these before. So I guess we'll do it right. It's the time of the day where people are going down the road from to and from work, mostly from work. So I apologize for any background noise. And before I get started, to the guy who said he could watch any channel if all he wanted to do was listen to somebody mumble and go, I appreciate everyone who watches my videos. However, no one has to. That's all I'm going to say about that. Doing some 40 Creek because it was the one that's easiest to reach. This was 40 Creek Barrel Select. I kind of like it. So, that's what we're doing today. I really don't know where to begin this week. I'm kind of sitting on the ledge, thinking about jumping, kind of thing. Not literally. Okay. But anyway. I don't know how much longer we need to go on before we just abandon all hope of people wanting to do the right thing, people wanting to act right, especially our government and those who elect them. I've been expecting people for years to come to their senses, but it hasn't happened. And now we are in the stages of development where a large portion of the population is just going continually downhill, and they don't even know it. We've been dumbing down the population for years now. There's absolutely no doubt about that. A long time ago, what we consider junior and senior in high school, that was actually the first and second year college level education, if you look back at the old textbooks. But we started to get ourselves into this, oh, it's just too much work phase. And over the years, things have become easier and easier and easier with less pressure put on students and learning less things that they're actually going to need in life. Now, looking back at the old textbooks, people used to get a lot better education than they get now. And well, let me tell you what leads me into this. We're in election season here. And of course, we're always in election season with 2-year, 3-year, 4-year, and 6-year terms. There's always going to be somebody getting elected every single year. But right now, I'm driving around and I'm seeing a whole bunch of school board, such and such, run for school board, campaign signs. And I checked out their websites and all that kind of thing. And they're running on all kinds of different things. Everybody's got a different idea why they should be running for school board. Kids first. All kinds of things. It just amazes me. But not a single one of them are running on getting the kids a better education. So I guess we're kind of nosediving. The stuff that I learned in high school, my kids didn't learn in high school. My grandkids aren't learning in school. They're not even learning what my kids learned. And everybody's going, well, you got to do this and you got to do that. You know, we stopped doing homework. We stopped having any kind of discipline in schools and at home. We've had schools basically take over parenting. Everybody says, well, you parent your kids, parent your kids. It's really hard for a parent when you teach your kids something and send them to school and all the teachers tell them that they're idiots. Your parents don't know what they're talking about. You don't need to learn that. That's not true. Schools have forgotten who they work for, just like politicians. But anyway, over the years, people have been dumbed down. Not because they're dumb, because they haven't been taught something. There's a difference between ignorance and being dumb and being stupid. Okay? If you take offense to those words, I don't care. They're just words. What you do with these words when I say them, that's up to you. And the problem we're at now is we have generations who haven't learned these things. And they're grown-ups now, raising their kids. Some of our grandparents raising kids who are raising grandkids. You've got 3 or 4 generations now who the dumbing down has increased in its decline. Is that a thing? So the problem is, I don't know where we're going to go. Eventually, you got to bottom out. I don't know where the bottom is, though. And it carries over from education into society because kids are taught, well, you know, little Johnny, as long as you tried, there is no real wrong answer. There are wrong answers. When I was working for the phone company, we had to have a positive outcome number from all of our jobs and things like that of 98%. Now, apparently there are wrong answers, but there are also right answers. But we've taught our kids, society has taught our kids, not me. And once again, I apologize to my children for teaching them to act right. Sorry. It doesn't go in society nowadays. So we've gotten to the state where there are no wrong answers. Sorry, kids, there are. As long as you tried your best, that's all all you can do. Okay. It's not fair that little Johnny has to have homework. It's not fair that little Susie has to have homework. But let's concentrate on computer club and social stuff and athletics and all those kind of things that have no bearing in in them getting a job. Uh, it's just a sad thing. Society's the same way though. I got a notification from Facebook that they had taken something off my page. Now I went and looked to see what it was. It was from 2015. Apparently Facebook doesn't have a sense of humor. It was one of those little memes about people doing stupid stuff, or about telling people to do stupid stuff. It was those things where outlet keeps shorting up. Make sure you straighten the tines with a fork, you know. And Facebook took it down because I was promoting self-harm and suicide. If you are dumb enough to stick a fork in the outlet because you saw a meme on Facebook, then it's just chlorine in the gene pool as far as I'm concerned. I said chlorine in the gene pool. Ridiculous. But of course, that's the way we go now. Now, Facebook didn't care about people posting pictures of riots and burning stuff and looting things, and they don't care about every rapper having a Facebook business page, and all they sing about was killing people and raping people and doing all that kind of stuff. All those things are okay, but a meme that is clearly a joke is not. Facebook, I got a question for you. If you believe that your users are that dumb, maybe that's why you take this stuff down. Anyway, like I said at the beginning, I am at that crossroads where I really don't want to care about how society acts anymore, people not doing the right thing, and all those kind of things. But that's what actually got us into this, because for years and years and years and years, people thought, oh my God, they're going to come to their senses. They've got to know they're acting like morons. Morons. I said morons. More hurtful. Hurtful language. Hurtful. Unfortunately, we have a large sector of the population who, like I have said before, they want to be able to make any decision they want to and still be completely free of the consequences of those decisions. They want a no-stress lifestyle. They want everything handed to them. And that's another thing. I guess I was raised wrong, because it would actually hurt me to think that I am not at least trying to pull my own weight. And there are too many people sitting around out there who are more than happy to have their fellow citizens take care of all of their needs. And they believe that the government's taking care of their needs, but it's not. It's your fellow citizens, because that's how the government gets all this stuff. That's where we're at. I'd like to say I'm going to quit giving a crap about this stuff, but I'm not. My family has been in service to this country since before the Revolutionary War, at least as far as my genealogy research can go back. I've had family members serve in each and every conflict in every year, all the way back to the Revolution, pretty much. Makes me sad to see the way my country's going. And I hate to think what it's going to be like in a few years. It's up to us to motivate the younger generations to, number one, open their eyes and see just how much they're being dumbed down and how they're being spoon fed just a little bit less at a time of actual knowledge and actually taking large doses of, hey, don't rock the boat, just follow the crowd. Well, it's never going to get better until people do something. And unfortunately, there are so many folks out there who are more concerned with their comfort and their lack of stress and their convenience to actually do anything. Sad. If y'all want to support the channel, I've been told I have to do this on every video if I want to build the channel. So, if you want to support the channel, go to the description box and there are several ways in there you can support the channel. That's all I'm going to say. I appreciate it. I appreciate your views. I appreciate those of you who put up with my nonsense. Kind of slurred that a little bit. Not because I'm drunk. Here, let me tell you a story. As a lot of you know, I do instructing on the side. And over the last few years, I've kind of gotten myself away from actual group contact and things like that. And it's not because I don't like doing it. It's because I think I'm getting to that age where the brain wants to wander in mid-sentence. And I don't feel like I'm as effective as I used to be. And that's kind of why I do what I do nowadays. Talk to y'all later. Hope to see y'all in the woods.